Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shay Guy and today we're going to be looking over the Tier 7 Destroyer Akatsuki in a replay I had on stream the other day. So basically I'm going to discuss various different things in the port before we actually get into the actual gameplay and where I describe what I do and why. So by the end of this video, you guys should have a rough understanding how to play the IJN Torp Boat or Torp Line DDs. And actually, I think you're going to be a bit surprised. So I'm just going to go over the statistics now, and then we'll get right into the replay. So the significant points about Akatsuki is her ability to have 10-kilometer torps, as you can see here, 10-kilometer torps at 62 knots that reload extremely fast at 68 seconds for 9 of them. The torp detectability isn't that good at 1.6, but it's highly compensated by that 17k alpha that the IJN torps specialize in. So really, if you hit like one or two less, you're actually gaining more alpha than the rest of the destroyers. So like something like Moss, for example, is only 14k, but their detection is a little bit better. Anyway, that's not the point. So the torpedoes on this DD are really strong. The DPM is actually pretty decent for a Tier 7 destroyer. Right now, let's move on to the guns again. So here's where most people are wrong when they look at these DDs. They see this 7.5 second reload on the main guns, and they're like, hey, maybe I shouldn't use my guns at all unless I'm in actual danger from a destroyer or from an approaching enemy cruiser that I can do nothing about. I'm here to tell you that these destroyers are really good gunboats if you wish to build for that. Right now, I do have a torpedo build, but I still use the guns a lot anyway. Mainly because, this is just stock, and you have 7.5 second reload. The perk is you have 2,150 HE alpha. So, actually, the reload is compensated by the alpha. You pan 21 millimeters, so all tier 7 cruisers except York and New Orleans. You pan battleships at tier 5, and you pan all destroyers, obviously. So, also, it has a really bad turning time at 26 seconds for just 180 degrees, but you have decent dispersion and decent shell velocity and shell arcs. So, it is fairly easy to hit stuff with this destroyer. Like I said, this is a gunboat DD if you want it to be. Like, you could... The problem with torpedoes is that they're very unreliable. The enemy can just turn a little bit and you miss your entire salvo. With guns, they're a little bit more consistent. So if you actually want to get damage in this destroyer, you have to use your guns a lot. So that's emphasis on the guns, especially in the replay. AA, nothing special, obviously. Tier 7 IJNDD, it's not going to knock out any planes. The maneuverability actually is pretty alright though. 38's stock. I think I could have the speed flag on. I'm not sure right now. Let me check. I do not, actually. So, yeah, that's stock. And then you also have only a 640 turning circle and 3.2 second rudder. I gotta say, the biggest shortcomings of this DD is probably the concealment, which is only 6.4, and the AA, which obviously no destroyers are gonna have AA. So, now that I've gone over the main general points of the Akatsuki, let's jump right into the actual replay itself. Alright, so this is the actual replay itself that I had on stream. I think it was 3 days ago from when I'm recording this video, which is on 12/10. So I'm in a division with a few of my clanmates, Moistner and Blitz. Blitz is in the Atlanta B, and then Moistner is in the Moss. And the map is Two Brothers. So, before we actually get into my commentating, because I have time now, before the replay starts, I just want to remind you guys, if you can join my Discord or subscribe to the channel, that'd be really nice. If you want to see more of my content, you could just come watch my Twitch, follow my Twitch. All the links that I just listed, previously are in the description down below, so you could just click those links, and yeah, it would mean a lot to me. Anyway, so looks like Blitz is going to go to the left side of the map here. Me and Moistner are going to the right side, or the east flank. So, okay, so I gotta say, if it wasn't for our division, we would have totally lost this game. I think we had something like 7 or maybe even 8 kills between us. Moistner had a Kraken, I had 1 kill, and then I'm not sure how much Blitz had, but we'll check at the end. I do have the screenshots, so yeah. So honestly, it's a good. I mean, obviously, you need to be more observant of your HP, especially when there's a carrier in the game. Thank God there was no carrier in this game, and you could see like the results at the end. The things a destroyer can do without a carrier in a game. Matchmaking wise, they have 4 destroyers, 2 tier 5s, 2 tier 7s, 3 cruisers. All 3 I can pen, except the Miyoko's deck. I can't pen the Miyoko's deck. I can pen all their tier 5 battleships except the Julio Cesar, but I can easily pen the New Yorks. But obviously, Synop is very well armored, so we're not going to really get much gunpowder out of him. Our team is pretty much the same exact thing. 2 tier 7s, and 2 tier 5s, 3 cruisers, and yeah. So I see the sign up, and looks like he's booking it toward that island, and he's gonna beach there. We just saw 3 racks that are fast torpedoes, so we know the Skone, or I'm not sure how you pronounce it. The Skone is here, so we gotta be. I mean, the Skone is a decent gunboat, but not. You can't take on 2 destroyers simultaneously. It's not that good. Like I said, I saw the sign up pushing up to the island, so I send all 3 racks at him, hoping that he would turn to his right, and maybe he'll hit a few of my torpedoes, but we'll see in the future how much damage I actually get on the Sinop. We see the Mahan, so that means there's 2 destroyers on 2 tier 7s on 2 tier 7s. So we're actually thinking, hey, maybe we shouldn't just push this. Moisture tells me that he does have hydro, so I mean, he could just smoke up and hydro them. Spot the scone, and I want you guys to watch this gunpowder here. So, as you can see, the dispersion's all right, but that was a 2k salvo with only 3 shells. On a destroyer, that's pretty nice. Later, when I start shooting the Helena, you'll see how good the gunpowder is. That's another 3k damage on the scone. This is going to be another 3k damage also. So you can see he's almost practically dead. He goes behind the island, so I can't shoot him anymore. I tell Moistner to just keep the Mahan spotted while I just shoot at the Mahan. I did take a big hit from the Mahan there, and I'm losing HP fast. But overall, we are going to win this gunfight between the 2 destroyers. I land 2 torpedoes on the sign-up. Like I said, I would at the start when I launched them. We now are up to 41,000 damage. 2 torpedoes maybe got me 30,000 damage, but that other 11k was all guns within a few salvos. So, like I've been saying, even though you have a 7.5 reload, it doesn't feel like you have a 7.5 reload in terms of DPM, because your HE just does so much damage and has a really decent fire chance. So let's go and launch torps at Moisture. He does survive this, and he doesn't take any, but we spot the scone, and unfortunately he does not have the HP to, you know, trade. Moisture, I think, was running the 152s. That's why it only took 1 shot to kill him. And yeah. These torpedoes, I launched them because I assume the sign-up's going to still stay there. Unfortunately, he does start backing up, so I think the torpedoes are going to range here. But I realize, hey, wait, this New York is, like, you know, just sitting here, pretty much doing nothing. There's no way he can get away at this point. And I know that since he has 16 all around, I could just pen him everywhere and just gun him down. So that's what I'm going to start doing. I turn out, which is basically what you always should be doing in a destroyer. If you're about to start your attack, turn out. I kind of white line him. I know I shouldn't have, because I haven't I didn't see what he was doing right away. I knew he was turning, but I didn't think he was going to turn that fast. So I turn away, and then I'm going to start aiming in like 2 seconds, and then start shooting this guy and farming him down. So, I mean, that wasn't a lot of damage just because I only got 1 pen, but I did set a fire, and I think yes, he does DCP this here. So, and maybe I'm gonna get him with that outside torp, maybe. Unfortunately, I did not, and well, I mean, that would have been, I don't think it was 20 seconds yet, so it wouldn't have been a permaflood anyway. But right now, I'm literally just kiting away from this New York, trying to gun him down as best as I can to get the most damage out of him as possible. Moistener also gunning him down. And just in a second, you'll see I light 3 fires on this guy. And, well, I mean, he just dies. So there's 1 fire. I see that he is not running fire prevention, so I aim for his butt to try and get that butt fire. And especially since it was unsaturated. I didn't get it that salvo, but I did get it this one, I'm pretty sure. He fires back. I slowed down, but I already examined that this guy... now I know that this guy is just going to underlead me, so I don't really need to slow down as much, or if at all. So I'm going to keep going forward. I try to get... So that's 3 fires permanently on the New York. He's going to burn down and whittle away shortly. I'm trying to get that nose fire, but unfortunately he does bow out, so there's no way I can get that. And just look at this gunpowder, like 2.1 thousand damage already on a saturated target with all 6 shells hit. And he just dies. So, Moistener at 3 kills, and both of my division mates are at 0. This Synop is the only one left on the flank. We do have people capping the middle. So this is a problem because it's pretty... They have better map control on the other side, but we have way better map control on this side. So, I mean, we need to help our other side, but since there's, you know, it's going to take way too long to get there, we decide that we're going to go into the cap, try and cap them, lure them back to us, so this way we can farm their damage as they're coming back and we're kiting out of the cap. We're chasing the Synop, but we're not gonna catch up to him for a while. So, yeah. Right now it's the Exeter is left in the cap. I mean, in the middle, sorry. And yeah. So I just take a few pot shots at this Synop here. I blind fire him because he went unspotted. And yeah. So right now we're really good. We're in a good spot because 72,000 damage is already like super unicum in the Akatsuki. And we're just going to be getting more and more damage as the game goes on. I do have some HP, but not a lot, so I do need to be a little bit more careful on how I take HP trades and stuff like that. But I do have 2 smokes, so this will be... I mean, if I use them properly, I can actually do a lot more damage. Activate my speed boost, try and get into the cap as fast as possible. And I want to see where that Exeter is before we get into the... I mean, before we actually try and make a play here. Because if he comes down as we're trying to make a play, that's a big problem for us. I start capping. Moistener's right behind me. And yeah, Blitz is on a kill already, by the way. He killed the, I think it was the Nicholas, actually. Yes, it was. So, I see the Exeter right there. In a few seconds, but the Synop is broadside to me. So I just want to white line him once and then shoot ahead of him just in case he turns in or away. See the Helena's coming back and the Exeter. So right now we're like, hey, if the Helena spots us, we're dead. If the Exeter kills us, I mean, if the Exeter also spots us, we're dead. So I tell Moistener to keep him spotted while I farm him from smoke. And this is a cruiser I can pen. So it actually is... I mean, if we both combine our gunpowder, or if he spots him while I farm him from smoke, we're in a really good spot. I didn't expect the Exeter to push down, but he did. And basically we're realizing that we have to get out of here. Those torps do look good on the Synop, so that's actually pretty cool. And now we just book it. because, I mean, we're about to get in a big crossfire between 3 ships. I land 2 torps on the Synop. I hoped it was going to kill the sign up, but unfortunately it didn't. The Exeter beached that island over there. I don't know if you saw that. So I held my fire. I didn't shoot him because the sign up would have saw me, and that wouldn't have been good. The Helena actually blind fired me for like 2,000 damage. So I did get. I mean, I remember getting very frustrated on stream, like saying like, how the heck did he know where I was or whatever. I mean, it was all guesswork, but still, I was kind of frustrated because now I'm only on 3.6k HP, and I need to be very careful. And now we're leaving the cap because we're pressured out. I have my torps ready, so I just shoot them at the smoke to see. And I torp this line right here. This Helena is coming through here, so I assume he's just gonna run straight at us. But he didn't. So I missed these torps. But I mean, then again, that 68-second reload on the torps is just insane. I mean, like, we landed 4 torps. The majority of our damage was torps. But fire damage and pen of the guns is just insane. So I pinged my New York to try and kill the Helena. And so maybe we can actually like go back into the cap. Moistener does secure the kill on the Exeter with torpedoes, and he does get a little bit mad. He says, of course, and whatever. I mean, yeah. So I realize I have a smoke in 35 seconds, so I can literally just wait till my smoke is actually up, and then I'll just start farming with this guy. But I need to make sure he doesn't run off the screen trying to kite me away. So I go back into the cap and actually lure him to me. That's the influential power of the destroyers. You can influence where people go and how they do it. And if you do it well enough, you can play it to your advantage and eventually get a lot of damage and get a lot of kills, and maybe even the winning play because of that. So yeah, I enter the cap and I smoke up here, asking Moistener to keep me spotted again. And you'll see how much damage I do to this Helena. This is gonna be a good hit. 3.8 thousand damage with a fire. And I mean, honestly, the 7.5 second reload is not bad, I gotta say. This is also gonna be another good hit because of that dispersion. Yep, another fire. 2.5 thousand damage. We're at 106,000 damage right now, and still a bit more damage to farm. The New York actually finally kills him here, I think. Or not? Let's wait, just give it a few seconds. So, I mean, I aim for the bow section because I see it's unsaturated, and that gave me a little bit more damage. So that's good. Now I realize since we're gonna crush them, and the game is pretty much lost for them, there's still a Julio Cesar and a Synop. What you can do as a destroyer or any ship is make it so this way the game lasts longer, so this way you can do more. So what I need to do is I need to actually get out of either 1, get out of the cap, or 2, let the Synop reset me. So this way the game would last longer. Because if you see, my team is just conga lining down middle, and I just assume that they're going to stay in the cap and, you know, let the game end early. So, I mean, before they do that, I need to actually, you know, shoot the Synop. So I shoot the Synop. I don't get lit because I am behind the island. But I will in a second, and I will intentionally get reset so we don't cap them out. The Julio Cesar, not knowing where he is at the moment, I assume that he is coming back to where the sign-up is. But if he was going to our cap, it would be a... yeah, I mean, anyway, they can't win. So, yeah, I get lit. I don't even try to dodge because I'd need to get reset. It's a good thing that the sign-up didn't kill me there, because that dispersion was looking good. Julio Cesar was just spotted, coming back to defend. So this is really good. There, one battleship that's on full HP is actually pushing into me. The other is kiting away, but he's burning, and he's not going to live much longer. So I white line this guy with torpedoes. praying that I actually get lucky. But one thing you want to do in these destroyers, since you can only pen 21 millimeters and you can't take a high of HE whatsoever, otherwise it screws with your fire chance, you always have to hit superstructure or around the superstructure, so this way you still get alpha damage. Alpha damage is way better and way more consistent than fire damage, so you want to always hit the superstructure, even if you already set 2 fires on a superstructure or something. I missed my torps, but the sign up burns out to me, and Moistener explains to me that he has 4 kills and he really wants a Kraken. So I'm trying to whittle down this Julio Cesare for him to just come in and secure the kill. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if this fully saturated superstructure, and you're just still doing 1.5 thousand damage a salvo. It's pretty good. So I want to reiterate that this is a gunboat DD. Even if you don't build for it, you should still use your guns a lot more than I see people doing. Every destroyer has decent guns, except like maybe the low tier German ones. But you want to get consistent damage, and consistent damage is not torpedoes, it's guns. So this guy is on 4K, I'm on 140,000 damage, 2K, and finally Moistener actually does take the kills. Takes the kill. So if I pull up the screenshots here, I have 143,000 damage at the end, with actually a kill. I was running econ, so 11k XP and 2.3k free XP. I do land top of my team with 1.8 base XP, and my division obviously at the top. I did 63k to the Sunop, 30k to the New York, 19 to the Julio Cesare, 18 to the Helena, 8 to the Scone, and 4k to the Mahan. Fires 34,000 damage, and main battery 61k. So with 200 shells hit, that's pretty good. So anyway, so honestly, I'm wondering what you guys think of this replay and of this video. I know this is my first commentary, so it's not up to speed, but I promise it will get better over time. And I do apologize also that it is very long in terms of, I mean, the video length is very long. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate everything that you guys have done for me on my Twitch chat, which is why I'm trying to expand it to YouTube, so this way the videos can actually be permanently on there, and you guys can use these videos to learn how to play World of Warships better. As I play, I'm going to submit more commentaries on specific ships that I do well in. So if you guys don't mind subscribing, that'd be really cool. Follow me on Twitch, join the Discord. That'd be also really cool. Again, it is free, and it means so much to me. So with that said, guys, have a great day.